An object in simple harmonic motion has an amplitude of 6 centimeters and a frequency of 0.5 hertz. Draw a position graph showing 2 cycles of the motion. All right, so what do we know about simple harmonic motion? We know that it is a sinusoidal graph. And we know that this position graph will also be sinusoidal. So that we know that whatever position that graph we're going to have to draw, it's going to have to look something like a sine wave. All right, so let's draw our axes. And this is our x, and this is our time. And we know that we have a frequency of 0.5 hertz. So we know that our t is equal to 1 over f, which is equal to 1 over 0.5, which means that the period of this is 2 seconds. So we know that this graph should make a one full repeat, one full cycle every 2 seconds. So we also know that we have an amplitude of 6 centimeters, so that the maximum point, like let's call that here, for example, and the minimum point down here should be 6 centimeters and minus 6 centimeters. So let's just start it from here, because why not, the center point. And we know that it needs to make one loop over here, and one loop over here. And we know that since the period is 2 seconds, that this should occur at 2 seconds, and this should occur at 4 seconds. And we know that since this is split up into groups of 4 over here at the peak, the center point, and the valley over here, that we know that each of these points is going to be 1/2. Because 2 divided by 4 divisions is 1/2. This is 2.5, this is 3 seconds, and this is 3.5 seconds. And for the sake, it doesn't really matter where you started this, because the problem doesn't really specify. But for the sake of argument, I'm going to draw the graph here like it was a cosine graph. And oops, let me redraw that. It's kind of sloppy. And that was 2 cycles, as you can see here. So that would be our 2 seconds. And this will be our 4th second. And this would be our x, and this would be our t. And all these other labels will be the same here at 6, and here at -6. And I don't want to really do all the rest, because it's pretty much all the same. This is 0.5 over here. This is -1 over here. All right, that's that.